Hey guys, Luma here, and welcome to a brand new series on my channel. If you are new here, I do a lot of role-playing games as well as Sims content, and we are finally breaking into The Sims 2. And if you are familiar with The Sims 2, you can already tell that my Pleasantview looks quite different than it normally does when you first launch it. That's because I've just been enjoying building as well as kind of getting the layout of my town that I wanted when we start, but I have now gotten to the point where I actually need to go ahead and play the families in order to progress. So if you're new here, welcome. If you're familiar with The Sims 2, you probably already know what I'm about to explain right here, but in case you're not familiar, the families that already exist in the town serve as a tutorial for the game, and they actually have a lot of backstory and lore with them, and it's totally fun. I haven't played them since I was like maybe 10 years old, so I am actually really looking forward to getting back into the Sims 2 pre-made of families. And the very first one we're going to want to start with is Don Lothario. Who is Don Lothario? Is his engagement to Cassandra Goth genuine? And what about the rumor that her mother, Bella, was last seen scaling the deck of his condo? And if you come in here, I think we can actually get... Oh no, that's all the information we can get on him, but we can actually see his family, friends, and relatives. So he has a close relationship to the Calientes and the Goth household. All right, before we get into any gameplay, I went ahead and just looked through Don's stuff here. So it does look like he is a Leo that is actually pretty sloppy and active. He has a really high fitness, and his bio reads, "So many ladies, so little time. When Don isn't thinking about dating, he's sleeping." And then if we look at his interests here, you can see that he's pretty into things like health and sports. So fitness is very important to Don. But he also likes fashion, the weather, and animals. I was actually really surprised to see that he likes animals so much. I guess even Don Lothario can have some redeeming qualities. I also did find something interesting in his memories. So he's a pretty normal up until his parents die. And then he starts his womanizing ways, which I found very interesting. And he's actually currently engaged to Cassandra Goth, and he's not happy about that. I am also going to go ahead and select his lifetime aspiration benefits. I'm pretty sure if you're a legacy player or Ultimate Collections, you have this, but I believe it comes with free time. And then I went ahead and did the Sims Giggle Girl aspiration and trait mod sheet, which is basically you just input a ton of information. Let me show you real quick. But you just input all of the information when it comes to their personality, their hobby, their zodiac, and then their interests, and then whatever one has the highest number becomes your second aspiration. So it looks like Donnie's here will be popularity. So let's go ahead and add that in, and it looks like we'll get the opportunity for hospitality, slower need decay. Ooh, I always like the slower need decay. It's very nice. But yeah, right now he's just got the secondary aspiration and his needs. The needs really come in handy because they can be a lot to take care of. And does he have a job? Oh, he's an intern. Okay, so he's already in the medical career, but what's his lifetime want? He wants to become a celebrity chef. Oh, I think I'm going to re-roll that lifetime want. I don't like that. All right, so I went ahead and made his lifetime want to go ahead and woohoo with 20 different Sims. I feel like that just fits him so much better. I think we're gonna go ahead and get the trash cleaned up here. It's pretty bad, and he actually does get roaches pretty quickly if you're not careful. Oh, I didn't get to read that. Basically, it's telling you to get a maid and that his house is a mess. So I was right. I just got ahead of myself. Oh, and Mr. Humble is here. Hello, Mr. Humble. Thank you for my computer. I'll have to go pick that up for sure. Yeah, I want you to pick up your trash. You're nasty, dude. You can't just leave that everywhere. I love when they like interact with the simmer that way and they like look at the screen and they're like, really? Me? Yes, you. I am your benevolent overlord and you shall do as I say. All right, let's go ahead and pick up our computer from Humble. I do want to get a maid. However, the maid usually shows up like right as you call him, and he's with Kaylin as well. And I feel like if we call over Nina and invite Kaylin to come clean the house, we're just gonna get caught cheating and it's gonna be a bad time. So let's go ahead and call Nina over. Let's just invite her over. We don't want her sister to come with. Oh, I didn't even look in his friend list. So it looks like all he knows is women. No, your friend cannot come over too. If you like accept to have her friend come over, it ends up being her sister and it's absolutely awful for you. It's so funny. I swear I did like all of the tutorials horribly wrong as a child, and they're like so ingrained in my mind. Dawn wants to win Nina over, and it looks like she's slowly succumbing to his wily charms. Maybe now's the time to suggest a romantic soak in the hot tub. Why don't we go ahead and greet her first and like maybe socialize with her? Just, you know, get our relationship up a little bit. A lot of the time when it tells you like you should go do that stuff, you might get rejected if you're not careful and like don't have your sim interact with them a little bit. Oh, Coral. Coral's into Donnie. Oh, we should get inside the house too before somebody we know walks by. One of the girls that we're with could just walk by and we could get totally wrecked. I've gotten them in the hot tub. I also do have the mod that will let you get another playable sim pregnant even when you're not playing as them, as well as Risky Woohoo from ACR. So Nina or any of the girls that we get with could totally get pregnant, but let's hope this woohoo goes well because there is a chance she could reject him. I don't think she will. She looks very into it. Oh, I love these cinematics so much. They're so good. Oh. Oh my gosh, I forgot how intense some of these cutscenes were. All right, Donnie, I think you had a little too much fun there. Go ahead and get out of this hot tub. Oh no, what happened to the wanting to woohoo with 3 Sims? Oh, did you just achieve it by woohooing with her? That makes sense. Let's go ahead and lock in making out. And then, not to be rude, but you need to get gone, Nina. It's time for you to leave. I find it interesting that Dawn wants to go ahead and have a party, considering the only women that would show up are all the women that he's like having an affair with. That's insanity. So let's go ahead and get Dina over. Let's not invite her household because that would be a horrible idea. Oh my goodness, I would literally cry. No, your friend cannot come over too. You cannot bring your sister to this house. We should probably also order a pizza just because he's getting pretty hungry and I don't believe he has any cooking skill. No, he doesn't. Oh, you can get Chinese food? Is the Chinese food like slightly more expensive? It'll cost you 30. Okay, I'll have to try and see if I can remember that and then double check if like the pizza is more expensive. Your Chinese food is on its way. Oh yeah, booyah to me. I should have given Nina a makeover while she was here as well. I can do one for Dina really quick. No, Dawn, you're such a dummy. I literally just bought you Chinese food. I was too busy doing Dina's outfits, but she's got a very cute little makeover. If she'd stop walking away, I could actually show you, but I still feel like she looks very much like Dina. Just like cuter, you know, more modern. Oh my goodness, Sharon, don't scare me. I made townies, guys. Isn't that so cool? I finally learned how to use the Sim Body Shop and I made a ton of townies. This is one of them. Her name is Sharon. I actually really like the way she turned out. I think she looks really cute, honestly. 10 out of 10. Another woman to fall victim to Donnie here, possibly. Hey, would you like to join us while we eat? Oh, we can join her. Can we eat and... Ew, why do you eat like that? Dawn, is that because you're sloppy? Maybe when his interest said that he was into animals, maybe it's being one. See, Donnie, this is how you're supposed to eat it if you have any class, but you don't know what class is. You know, since they've been sitting here chatting, I'm sure the relationship's high enough to actually just go ahead and woohoo. Oh, but he still wants to flirt. That's right. I should focus on their wants. Their wants are pretty important in this game. I feel like in Sims 3, and especially Sims 4, you can kind of ignore it, but if you ignore it in The Sims 2, they'll go into aspiration failure, and that's just like a whole hot mess. Dang, this Chinese food is like never ending. I wasn't expecting that. We have way too much Chinese food then. It's so going to waste. At least it was only like 30 bucks. That's not that bad. Oh my goodness, here you go, the bed woohoo! This cutscene is so iconic. I got in so much trouble for this one as a kid when like my grandma walked by because she told me I wasn't allowed to woohoo and I was like, what is that? And I like had no clue until she said that, and then she walked by and saw me like doing the woohoo with this cutscene and I was in so much trouble. Oh, he wants to woohoo with 5 different Sims. Oh, he wants to do a public woohoo. Let's actually lock that one in. Oh my gosh, this house is already falling apart. He's just gotten water everywhere. Lunch meat sandwiches are atrocious. But I think we will go ahead and take care of his needs, and then I will meet back up with you guys either in the morning or when he gets back from work so he can continue on with his womanizing ways. Oh, he has enough for the thinking cap. Perfect, because he actually needs some logic before he goes ahead and goes to work today. What else does he need besides logic? A little bit of cleaning. All right, I don't know if we'll get both of those done. He's got actually a pretty high cleaning skill, honestly, considering he's a slob, but I would like to actually get him promoted. Oh, he's gonna stargaze. It'd be hilarious if he just got abducted by aliens right now. I'd be so upset. Oh my goodness, he's looking at Dina right now? Ew, Dawn, that's disgusting. You're making it very difficult to not force you to have a pool ladder accident. I'm just saying. Oh, I just realized he actually has a picture of Bella on his wall. I think it's just supposed to be ladies, but that one's actually Bella, which I quite like. Oh my goodness, where did we go? We just flew away. Oh my goodness, why is Dina here? Dina, be shut. What did we do? Oh, is it because we were being a peeping Tom? Oh, she's mad. Did he get a memory for that? What happened? Okay, she didn't catch him cheating. I think she was just mad because he was being a peeping Tom. All right, he didn't get a promotion, but that's not too upsetting. I think I want to go ahead and have him ask a sim out on a date, and I have to be careful not to speed up because if you speed up, there's a chance that they'll miss the date. So I'm gonna go slow, but we're gonna go ahead and take our fiance out on a date to the diner that I made. I'm so excited. Let's go ahead and go to a community lot. Sounds great. I'll see you soon. Don't be late. Yeah, if you speed up through this, like before you even get there, they'll be like, why did you stand me up? You suck. Which, like, valid, but also rude. I do eventually want to get into downtown. I wouldn't say that I've played a lot of the Sims 2 packs, just because, A, they were expensive, and I had, like, a computer that couldn't power a potato as a child. So I feel like I actually haven't done a lot of content in the game, and I thought we could start small, which is kind of why I wanted to do this playthrough in the first place, so hopefully things go well. Although you could probably tell by looking at my diner that I was very, very inspired by like Red's 50s famous diner. So yeah, we definitely got that going, but we also added on like, you know, a place to gamble, some pool. I think you can hustle in pool as well and make some money off of that too. Oh, are they going straight to woohoo? They did just autonomously decide to woohoo. Guys, I didn't even tell you to do that. That was a lot. He's very happy with himself though. We'll go ahead and just do like some of the normal interactions first. Go ahead and, oh, they're so cute. She wants to play, have a pillow fight, and be tickled. I feel like the dates are really nice in this one, but I feel like they can go really poorly. Oh, she wants to have a baby. I'm gonna lock that in for her. I think that'll still carry over when we move to the other household. Oh, he wants to woohoo with 10 Sims. I did go ahead and give her a little bit of a makeover. I think she looks really cute, but I kind of feel bad. I didn't have anything but like a base game glasses, and I don't like them. So I will try my best to find her some glasses as soon as I can, just because I quite like her in her glasses, honestly, but I feel like this outfit and hairstyle are a lot more suitable for her as she's like a whole grown woman. I'm not sure why they decided to put her in pigtails. However, I feel like we should be trying to schmooze her, so I decided to go for the more expensive option of Lobster Thermidor. Since she's like a more wealthy woman, I think that Dawn's intentions are to kind of get her money through marriage instead of him actually loving her, because he's not happy that he's engaged to her. Like, he doesn't really want to be with her, I feel. So basically, he's just trying to schmooze her and woo her, and his intentions are totally money. Definitely not for, like, love or anything good like that. Oh, he wants to ask Cassandra home. Honestly, yeah, why not? That sounds like a good time. Let's go ahead and take her home, because we're risking everything by having these two out together. Ask back to my place. There we go. Don's a little bit sketch to go out with because he's just got so many girly pops that he's with at like all times. He wants to woohoo with her again. We're fortunate that the only Sims that showed up were like the townies that I made. Oh my gosh, it's Dustin Broke! Ah! Oh, and Darren Treamer. Hi, my love bugs. I love seeing you. They're all so great. Oh, where's he running to? Oh my goodness, that was dramatic, Dustin. What happened? Dawn does still need to woohoo with Kaylin, but I think I'm gonna go ahead and end his little playthrough section and move on to the next house, just because, you know, we've been here for 2 days. I did turn off aging, so we don't have to worry about that. Their ages are still all in sync and everything, but yeah. We went on a date with Cassandra. It was actually a dream date. She says, holy cow, I never knew a date could be that much fun. You're a total dream to spend time with. We just gotta do that again, baby. Don't you worry, Cassandra. You're going to fall victim to this man plenty of times. Oh my goodness. Alright, but let's go ahead and have her leave, and then we're going to go ahead and move on to the next household, which I actually believe is the Goth household, if I'm not mistaken. So I was right. The next house that we actually want to go ahead and head into is the Goth house. Cassandra is ready to start a family of her own, but can she tame the town Casanova? And can Mortimer bounce back after the disappearance of his wife, Bella? And you can actually see that they pretty much have the same connections, Caliente to Lothario, but they're also connected to the Pleasant family over here. So it looks like there's definitely a divide of wealth. Oh good, and locking the want to have a baby did go ahead and save it. So really quick looking into her family tree, you can easily see that she has lost all of her grandparents. Her father is still around. Her mom actually is around because this is a clean version of Pleasantview. I just haven't added her to my game yet. But it looks like her uncle has since passed, and that he also had a relationship with Dina, which I did not know. That's very interesting to go ahead and learn. And then looking in her like actual relationship tab, it looks like she's only genuinely close to Dawn. She wasn't close to anyone in her family except for Bella, which I feel is a bit of a shame. Maybe with everything going on, she's just wanting to like break away and start her own family. She does actually have a lot of chemistry with Darren, which is cute, I think. I think a lot of people end up pairing them up. I believe this is the science career. So she's in the science career, and it looks like she's a couple levels up based on the skills that she needs for it. Oh, not only were Dina and Michael together, but they were actually married. So Dina did marry her rich sim. Unfortunately, he has since passed. I wonder if she had anything to do with it, because not too much longer. You see he died here in the tab. Interesting. Okay, cool. And it doesn't look like she actually started having a relationship until she was an adult, and she's only been with Dawn. Oh, girl, that is such a shame. All right, and then I went ahead and went through her aspiration tracking nonsense as well, and she got the want to be knowledge. So I'm going to go ahead and do that, and I'm actually going to buy into that because I want the Eureka skill. It's very amazing. There are left brain sims and there are right brain sims, and then there's you. By thinking with both hemispheres of your brain, you experience moments of clarity that make your learning rate much faster than those other half brain types, which I quite like for her, since she seems to be the quiet, mysterious, nerdy type almost. So definitely want to get into that with her. And then I did not read her bio. Yeah, Cassandra is the quiet, mysterious type. Nobody ever quite knows what she's thinking. She's actually very neat. She really doesn't have anything in common with Dawn, honestly. Like, even their interests don't really align that well outside of, like, health. And then, like, everything else is, like, yeah, no. So they really don't have any compatibility. Let's go ahead and get into this. Cassandra is smitten with Dawn and wants to get hitched. Perhaps an affectionate gesture will put the relationship on strong footing. Since we went ahead and did Dawn's household first, we actually don't have to worry about getting them any closer, but that's kind of what it's hinting at in that little description it gave us, is that these two were not close enough to get married. And this is one of the reasons why I can't stand Dawn. I didn't understand that when I was a little kid, and this is the first household I loaded into, and I was like, oh, she wants to get married? Don't mind if I do. And I was so devastated. Like, if you've never seen the rejection cutscene for this, it's brutal, and my girl Cassandra never deserved that. Oh, so cute. And I think the absolute curveball that we're gonna throw at Dawn is, now that Cassandra is married, she is happy to leave her family home, and none of the money that Dawn thought he was marrying into is actually coming with them. Oh my gosh, is Alexander running to say goodbye to his big sister? Oh, they're upset about the wool. That's too funny. Yeah, but Cassandra and Dawn are gonna go ahead and be leaving. I'm gonna go ahead and make it so that they don't have a lot of money, because I like that for storytelling purposes. But yeah, this is my way of kind of messing with Dawn and giving him what he deserves. All right, and that just leaves lovely Mortimer and Alexander left in the household. It does look like Mortimer is very much into younger beauties because he is interested in both of the Caliente sisters. He also has a lifetime want to go ahead and max out 7 skills, and I can already tell you I'm not maxing out 7 skills with an old man that's got, like, you know, however many days left. It does look like he's very close to his wife and as well as Dina. It looks like Dina has gone ahead and moved on now that her husband has passed. And then it looks like he knows Darren a little bit. He's not close with Cassandra, so he definitely favors Alexander. And then he doesn't like Dawn at all, which I quite like. I don't like Dawn either. Me too, Mortimer. He's cheerful and outgoing. Mortimer brings his old country upbringing into the modern age. He has an unusual fondness for insects. I didn't know you could collect insects in base game. That's actually quite interesting. And he's very into culture, health, the paranormal, animals, sci-fi, and toys. So he's definitely a man with a lot of interests. And then it looks like he's aged up pretty well. He's already retired from his job, which is very nice. And then it looks like he has gotten Alexander into private school, which is pretty good. It doesn't look like he's too upset that Bella got abducted. I'm not sure if that's because he's a knowledge sim or if he just doesn't care much for his wife. You'll have to let me know what you think about that, but I think perhaps he doesn't care that much that his wife is gone. Which kind of makes me sad because Bella's like totally that girl. Can you go ahead and make some turkey while we figure out what's going on with Alexander here? So Alexander has the want to get an A+, and it looks like he is not particularly close to anyone except for his father. He doesn't even seem too into his mother, for shame. And he is an A grade student. Not bad, buddy. As a child of older parents, Alexander often wonders if he missed out on anything. His hobbies include optometry and number theory. Oh my god, what a little dweeb. I love him. And it looks like he is also very into school, toys, sci-fi, animals. So he's just a nerd through and through. I kind of love that for him, I'm not gonna lie. It doesn't look like we know what his actual hobby is, but he is pretty sad that his mom got abducted. Outside of that, it doesn't look like anything too bad has ever happened to him. I think normally people stop playing as soon as they do the wedding with Cassandra. However, I kind of want to go ahead and give Mortimer like a day to shine. Mortimer doesn't have a lot of time, and I would also like Nina to get to know him a little bit better, so maybe we'll do that tomorrow. And then as for Alexander, we have a lot more time with him, so I'm not that worried about like spending time with him right now and getting to know him. But it is a pretty late at night, so I will meet back up with you guys in the morning. Oh, he's got a picture of Bella above the bed. Maybe he is sad that his wife got taken. He's just like a total nerd, like eccentric almost, and like that's why he is happy that his wife got abducted. So I decided to go ahead and change it up a little bit. We are actually going to be moving into the Caliente household because I was worried if I stayed in Mortimer's household that I would be messing things up for them. So the bio for the family reads, was it just coincidence that the Caliente sisters arrived on the eve of Bella's disappearance? And is their interest in Mortimer fiscal or fiscal? I think their interest is definitely just the money for sure. And of course they only have relationships with the Lothario household as well as the Goth household. Dina Caliente is digging for gold, and she wants to lay claim on Mortimer. Don't wait for him to make the big move. Be aggressive. All right, before we do that, though, I'm going to go ahead and give our lovely Nina here just a quick little makeover. All right, so right off the bat, we already know that Dina here wanted to go ahead and marry Mortimer for his money. She's definitely a gold digger. She doesn't have a job, which I find very interesting. Very on brand for her. It looks like she hates Gordon King. I wonder if he like stole from her. It looks like she knows Brandy broke. She's not close with her sister at all. I would imagine these two just don't get along. Maybe they're in competition with each other or something, but we'll have to definitely explore that more. She's got a pretty close relationship with Dawn, and she's got some chemistry with Mortimer. I'm gonna assume that's because she's into his money. How's the family tree looking here? Oh, so they only have each other. It's a shame they have so much beef with each other. That's a shame. Oh, they're related to an alien. I didn't know that. So the sisters are part alien. I wonder if they had something to do with Bella's disappearance because Bella's in the way of Mortimer's money. It is often said that Dina has a mind of her own, but she is quick to disagree. She likes chocolate and dreams of making it big. I don't feel like she's misunderstood, though. I don't think this is, like, a mistake. She's into money, entertainment, fashion. Weather's interesting, as well as sci-fi. The sci-fi makes sense if they're related to an alien, I think. But I'm actually pretty surprised she's into weather. All right, so it looks like nothing too insane happened. However, Nina did grow up badly at some point in their childhood, which is a bit of a shame. So maybe Dina just thrived more than Dina did. It looks like Dina has been getting around. She had an affair pretty quickly after getting married as well. And then they were robbed. Interesting. So Michael died, and then she inherited money from Michael. So maybe that's how they got this house, honestly. Because the sisters, I don't believe, work. Oh no, the Repo Man. So she's already got money troubles. Oh, okay. So it looks like she inherited the money from Michael, but it simply just wasn't enough. And now she is on to the next thing here. I'm not going to worry too much about their aspirations, but she wants to become the Hand of Poseidon. That makes no sense for her. All right, we're going to have to just give up on Dina's wants here because her lifetime wants just make no sense for her whatsoever. All right, so it looks like Nina's a pretty neat and active sim. What's her bio say? Deeply connected to her Mediterranean roots, Nina likes exercising and bread pudding. Ooh, what is bread pudding? I've never heard of that. And then she's super into fashion and animals, sports and food, and money as well. I'm going to say both of these girls are into Mortimer for his money, if anything. Oh no, she got fired, and then there was a burglar, and then Michael died, and then the Repo Man showed up. So it looks like she's had it a little bit rough. So she does not have a job either, and it looks like she's very dependent on her sister. Maybe that's why Dina and her have beef, because Dina doesn't like that. I assume Nina wouldn't like that either, but you never know. Since she is a romance sim, I went ahead and went with the woohoo with 20 different sims as her aspiration. I think that'll honestly be absolutely perfect for her. But Dina was a little bit less fortunate, but we are going to go ahead and invite over Mortimer here. As you can see, the girls are pretty broke. They only have 1,000 simoleons, which is literally nothing in The Sims 2. So let's go ahead and invite him over. Oh, Mortimer's already outside. Hey, Mortimer. I was just about to call you. Let's go ahead and greet him. I definitely want to have these two get married pretty quickly, although I don't think we'll stay on this lot. Oh, they're not even dating. Well, let's definitely ask to go steady, because I don't think we can just, like, straight up propose. He rejected us. Oh, no. All right, well, I'm just going to go ahead and do some friendly interactions, try and boost their relationship back up, because I didn't realize that would be such an issue. Oh, he's rejecting us again? What is his deal? Do I need to go back to the other house? Let me try going back to the other house. Hopefully things go better on this lot. I don't know what the issue was. I've never actually had an issue getting these two together. Let's go ahead and ask her to move in. Maybe that'll be a little bit easier than like trying to force something else. And then you cannot bring your sister, just you, girlfriend. So she is leaving her sister high and dry, basically. I want to try and have them have like a rushed wedding. I'm not gonna lie. Do they know anybody? I'm sure this will cause drama having a bunch of these sims, because basically who they know is who they're romantically involved with. Yeah, this is definitely going to cause problems, but I want to try having a wedding. I've never actually thrown a wedding, so... Oh, wait, they have to be engaged to throw a wedding. She's rejecting him! Oh my goodness! We might have to work on these two a little bit more. I never expected that. All right, these two are being pretty difficult, honestly, so I think I am going to go ahead and call this part here. I do want to go ahead and move them to the lot that I made for them, but I have to finish the cemetery first. So that's definitely going to be something that takes precedence, because I don't want to lose these graves over here. I don't know how to protect these graves other than to move them to a lot beforehand. So I will definitely do that before the next part, and hopefully they will be in their next house by then. I think it'll just be because Dina doesn't want to be in Bella's home. You know, this is another woman's home. It's got another woman's touch, and it's definitely not Dina's style. This has nothing to do with Dina, truly. And I think maybe if we get them into a new house with a fresh start, they'll be a little bit more, like, willing to get together, hopefully. Anywho's, I really do hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I can't wait to catch you in the next one.